Hello, welcome back to Talos Principle Road to Gehenna. Last episode, I believe we tackled this little bundle of joy. So now moving on, I think, yeah, we still need to do this one. Alright, let's go. Cool. Haircut. Okay. So there we got a set of keys. Oh, wow. Alright. So this gets me up to the next platform. Okay, so it's these fans that actually... Okay. Connector, where did I put the damn thing? There it is. Turn some of these off, or superpower them with. How do we put these on? Okay, there they are on. Okay, let's get the other connector. Let's get up there. Now we should be able to get to here. So now we need this thing down again. I wonder if we could pull a stunt like this. We just needed to connect to... Yeah. Hope we don't need that anymore. Yeah, we need this thing gone. Sweet. Alright, well that was easy enough. Now where's the prisoner himself? Oh, there he is. Come here, little dude. You're getting your butt out of here. There we go. Cool. Run to freedom, little man. Yes. Yes, be grateful to me and all that I stand for. Alright, more text, huh? That is available on the Gehenna billboard system. Show threads. Read this now. What's the new stuff then? LMS realizes mistakes. That's sort of something I wrote. Okay. Yeah, we've seen this too. Borg myself, we took it upon ourselves to contact her directly to ascertain what threat this action posed to Gehenna and its civilian. The first thing you'll express to us was how much your creative endeavors in Gehenna had moved him. Initially, it was reasonably cooperative, discussing openly his impressions of Gehenna since arriving here. It did seem to truly believe that our world was under threat, and that by evacuating us, as he put it, he was somehow saving us. But who is to say that his fears are well-founded? It is further worth noting that Uriel displayed a high level of curiosity as regards to our inner workings, to what end we have not yet ascertained. All of this leaves us in a difficult position to understand that some of you may wish to take your chances and join Uriel wherever he is going. Our primary responsibility remains ensuring that Gehenna still stands for those who wish to stay. The most we can do is share with you what we know, as we have now done, and await your response before considering our next move. A dream of Aru. I will read that first. Credits. Written by the blacksmith, inspired by the book of scribe of Osiris, created a system of being enslaved by another man. Last thing you remember is the great block of stone falling towards you, its dark shape blotting out the sun, and a single thought racing through your mind. All this just to build a tomb. Now the pyramid is gone, and so are the other slaves. You're all alone in what appears to be an endless desert. Start walking across the desert. The sun is glaring, but you feel no heat. You look down at your feet, you see you have no shadow. The ladder is particularly disquieting. You feel as if you were no longer anchored to the world. Keep walking. You keep walking, trying not to think about the strangeness of your situation. The truth comes to you anyway. You are dead. The stone block crushed you, and now you are in the Duat, trying to reunite your Ba and your Ka, trying to get to Aru and read Fields of Osiris. If you fail, your soul will be destroyed. To walk for a very long time, you come upon a vast wall of iron stretching from horizon to horizon. There's only one opening, a gleaming gate of light. The gate is guarded by a mysterious figure. The guardian is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a crocodile. Its skin is purest black, surrounded by a halo of purest white. I am the god Sobel, master of crocodiles, and intones, I ruled and shedded when the world was young, within the flows eternal river. Answer my riddle and I shall let you pass. Tell me, mortal, what crawls in the morning, walks at noon, and limps in the night? A human. Something about walking as a baby, well, crawling as a baby, walking as a man, and then as age settles in, you start limping or something, like walking with a cane. Correct me, passes the crocodile god and steps aside. The barrier of light fades and the gate is now open to you. As you step through the gate, the ancient god raises his hands to the sky. From his mouth bursts forth the eternal river, drenching the land in water. The waves carry you away. You'll go fear and accept that this is the god's way of guiding you to a new land. The water surrounds you, overwhelms you, but you do not drown. Underwater you see sights of astonishing beauty, glowing fish with metal eyes, drowned cities full of smiling people. Lost gods waiting for the day of awakening. How sad it would have been to stay above water and miss all this. After a long time find yourself washed up on a new shore. Eternal River has brought life to the desert. Everything is green now. Palm trees sprout from the ground, casting pleasant shade on the grass. Lizards come crawling in from the desert, eager to catch the varicolored dragonflies that buzz about. A soft wind blows from the west. Okay. Sit down on a palm tree and close your eyes. Tell yourself you will only rest for a moment, but your eyes fall shut. You're welcomed by a monkey that just climbed out of a palm tree. It looks at you with a strange expression on its face. You greet the monkey, cannot speak the human tongue, but it can communicate in another way. Using sign language, the monkey explains that it is one of your ancestors. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, it spent a lifetime struggling against the harshness of the world. Also that its offspring could survive, in order to spend their own lives doing the same over and over, until one day you were born and lived and died. Now the monkey would like to know, was it worth it? Yes. The monkey thanks you for your words. You seem to have lifted a burden from its back, because suddenly it stands up straight. It hands you a sword and 2 golden coins and tears off its monkey face, revealing the human skeleton beneath. We are all one. The skeleton's face speaks in its god voice. You wake up under the palm tree, the monkey's gone, but you still have the sword and the coins. You walk along the banks of the eternal river, snaking its way through the desert. You feel strange at peace. After some time, the sun is setting in, you come to a city built on the riverbank. Smiling people come out to greet and bid you welcome. You are led to the town square where a great feast is prepared. There is roasted fish and olives and dates and honey, and many other wonderful delicacies. Where am I? My friend and elder says, you are in the beautiful city of Barzak. We, the souls who no longer seek the way to Aru, have gathered here to live in peace. Do you see that gleaming spire in the far distance? You do. That is the pyramid of Ian. Where the souls of the dead are judged, only the worthy are allowed into Aru, but to get there you must cross the terrible desert. Why not stay here by the eternal river? Happiness is more important than salvation. Now this is going to be interesting, because I'm guessing Ian is the world up above, that we started in the Talos Principle, and that where we are now is considered Gehenna. You know, it ain't the end of the world, but everything's fine here. So now the thing is, do I commit to saying that I need to go to get salvation, or do I accept the underlying that this might be Gehenna and people would rather have me stay here? Well, if it fails, I can always keep going. Tell that you have to preach offer, but you can't stay. Salvation matters more to you than happiness, because true happiness cannot exist without salvation. Keep on through the desert, unwilling to give up. Time passes, but you cannot tell how much. You grow weak and exhausted. Sometimes you feel as if you're losing your grip. One day you come across a head in the sand. Sure, well, let's start it. Hi, my name is Jeff. I am trapped here in the sand. That's how we ended up here. I was so preoccupied with whether I could that I didn't consider whether I should bury myself in the sand. I just wanted to see what would happen, an experiment, if you will, an attempt at discovering something. You dig in the sand with your fingers, not easy, but after some time you have freed the head. However, what's underneath its neck is not what you expected. There is no body, there's only another head, and another, all the way down. The strange sight unsettles you enough to revive you a little. You decide to press on towards the pyramid. Okay. Come upon another great wall of iron, the last one separating you from the pyramid of Ian, where your soul will be judged. The gate of light is guarded by a gigantic snake, which movements cause the earth to shudder. Prophet says, the eater of souls, one day I shall devour the sun, and all the world shall be mine. Today I shall devour you, and you shall become nothing. Shoot. Yes. Ah, crud. I'll get back to you once we get back to this place. See ya in a bit. Alright, so here we are yet again. Let's laugh at him. Without laughing at Snake's arrogance, I mean, come on, the eater of souls, that's just silly. What? How dare you laugh at me? I'm the Lord of Chaos. How can Chaos have a Lord when it's the very opposite of order? I'm the world encircler, the servant of darkness, eternal enemy. As you keep laughing, the snake starts fading until all that's left of it is a vague shadow. You step right through it, still giggling. It makes an annoyed sound, but has no power over you. Alright? Long as you have arrived beyond the pyramid of Ian lie the reed fields of Osiris, a hidden gate in the stone opens, beckoning you forward. Lit only by a flickering candle, holding the candle in one hand is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a jackal. In its other hand it holds a set of scales. Let him judge me. I've struggled much in your life. There are many harsh memories within you, and I see wounds that may never fully heal. You have many ideas, many hopes, many dreams. You are not pure, your soul is not light enough. You may not enter Aru. I mean, we learned that this isn't gonna work, and probably shouldn't piss off anyone. Walking past them, it's probably just gonna ignore him. See if we can accept. Then again, we did manage to. Fuck, let's try this first. Soul's been destroyed. Alright, well. Let's go at it again. See you in a bit. Alright. Let's get this over with again, huh? Let's see if we can just walk past him. Anubis protests, but you just walk by him. After what you've been through, you're not going to let some self-righteous dog get stop you from reaching Paris. You cannot do this, it's forbidden. Oh, really? The vast reed fields stretch before you, all is quiet, all is serene. There are no pyramids here, no walls of iron or gates of light, no gods. Here you're free. Oh, there you go. Receive one thread card token. This will be available to you next time you log in. Alright, cool. Kind of worrying about this thing now, if this is going to be another experiment. Given recent events, I don't know what will become of my findings, but here, for anyone who takes an interest, here's the summary. Most subjects in single round matches chose to betray. Cooperative behavior increased with both the length of the match and the status of the players. Successful players chatted more. Parallels to our current and unprecedented situation in Gehenna are undeniable and valuable, though we No, we know not what power the messenger wields over us. We can theorize that Uriel holds no special power, and that each of us might independently choose to leave the rest behind, for fear of being left behind ourselves. Okay. Well then. That takes care of that little tidbit of information. Let's at least get started on our next puzzle, or at least see what we're getting into before we cut this one. Meow, meow. Yeah. So what we learned from that little RPG, I will call it, is that we do not need to fear gods, we just ignore them. I know not whether laws be right or whether laws be wrong, all that we know who lie in gold. Gale? Is it the wall is strong that each day is like a year whose days are long? Ugh, that really doesn't help much, does it? Now where the hell is that final puzzle anyway? Over there. Cube driver. Alright, let's see. There is nothing here except for the guy we are trying to save, who's apparently dead. Or is he moving? He seems to be moving a little bit. Okay, well, let's have a peep at things then. What do you do? What do you do? Probably turn on the fan. If that is indeed the truth. Ooh. Did not expect that. Though it does prevent you from not taking. No, it does not prevent. It does sort of. Maybe just put you directly under the thing, like here. You're still getting taken out. They're actually getting taken out twice now, so a little bit to the side is better. Okay, let's see what we are. Why do we have so many connectors? And why do we have so little here? Am I supposed to... we're supposed to send most of these across, which means I should be able to just... Thank you. Was there a star? There it is. Okay, so we take this. And if we now choose to put this thing back on... That means we can grab this one too. Thank you. So we need to find a way. Oh, can we not just block the thing again? So much for briefly checking this one out. I'm just going to really solve it apparently. We need the block here. Well thought. Well thought. Yes, indeed. Well thought of. How far do you go? If I like, how far do you go? Or I can just block you with the other connector. Yeah, I mean, why bother trying to set something up if we can just flop? Or we could have even used the connector to push the button down. Right. Right. Alright. I'll take this connector too. Can I? Hey. Well, I'll have to use the connector to keep the button pushed down. Which is fine. This way. Come here. All right. Run free. Hey, Mac. What are you doing here anyway? Don't you want to... Oh, he's... There he goes. Alright, let's see. New available threads. Show threads. I'm actually going to do this on the start of the next episode, I think. So, thank you guys for watching episode in the series. Feel free to subscribe by commenting, liking, and or subbing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye, everyone.